Hey guys, my name's Ryan, and I'm going to be doing a bodybuilding show in the next 22 weeks. I'm going to do a vlog every week for the next 22 weeks, just to show you behind the scenes of what it's like to be in a bodybuilding prep. So hopefully guys can join me in this journey. I'm going to try my best to share the highs and the lows, and there's plenty of lows when it comes to bodybuilding prep. I'll do some vlogs where we'll be training, some where I might be eating and show you what I'm eating on a day-to-day basis. But a lot will just be like this, sitting down in front of the camera. I've got some notes here on my iPhone and literally just gonna have a chat. I'm gonna keep it pretty raw. That's how I kind of plan on doing this and how I want to do it, because I want to share with you guys exactly what it's like. I'm not going to fluff it up and make it into this big production of what it potentially it isn't, because a lot of prep is hard, it is tough. So yeah, I just want to try and be as transparent as possible, and then give you a real insight into what it's actually like to go into prep. So I'll lay out where I'm at the moment. I suppose I'm 22 weeks out, so I'm sitting at just over 89 kilos. I've been at maintenance for a little while now, so we're in a pre-prep phase. Pre-prep phase. Say that really fast 5 times. Pre-prep phase, which pretty much means that we have dropped down to within 10% of what we plan to be my stage weight. So last time I competed, I was on stage at 83 kilos, and my lowest weigh-in I got was 81.7. So we're within 10% of that, being at 89 kilos, or at least of the stage weight anyway. We plan to be a little bit heavier, as I'm hoping over the last 2.5 years that I've put on some muscle mass. So I'm hoping I'm at least a kilo, maybe 2 kilos, maybe 3 kilos heavier would be nice, considering I've been on a bulk for pretty much 2.5 years. So it'd be nice to see if I put on a little bit of muscle, but we won't really know until we get closer to stage of exactly what that's going to look like, and just by judging how lean I am will pretty much determine of what kind of weight I step on stage at. But the main reason for this pre-prep phase was to get in within 10%. So essentially when I was at my heaviest in my bulk, I was 97 kilos. So I stripped down 8 kilos in like 8 weeks, did it really fast because I had pretty high body fat percentage. So could go pretty hard and fast. And I knew I was going into this maintenance period, which I've been in for the last 8 weeks. And I've just been holding at this body weight for the last 8 weeks. Gone up a couple of 100 grams, but pretty much maintenance the whole way through. This is to freshen me up, so I feel nice and fresh heading into it, which I do. I feel like I've been eating heaps of food. My calories are up around 3,500, so it's plenty of calories per day. And I've been at that for sort of just over 8 weeks now. So feeling very much refreshed, very ready to go into this prep, which is obviously going to be 22 grueling weeks, which I'm hoping you guys will stick around for. So at the moment, I'm going into a deload or a half deload week, where I'm Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm taking this first part of the week off. I'll just do some like light sessions, little pump sessions, just to get everything moving. That I find that I recover a little bit better from that. And the main purpose of this deload is just to freshen everything up. As I said, it's going to be 22 grueling weeks. There will be deloads within that as well. But as long as, if we can freshen up a bit more, we'll take that. So for the first half week here, yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a freshen up, to which I'll be starting the cut. Okay, so I'm going to be going on to 2,500 calories for 5 days of the week, and then I'll be 3,500 calories for 2 days of the week. This should roughly put me at around a rate of loss of about 700 grams-ish per week, which is pretty high, I think, for most standards. It's not a kilo a week, but it's pretty decent. But main reason for that being I'm still at a relatively high body fat percentage. As we get leaner, we will slow everything right down and make sure that when we are closer to that stage weight and really getting ultra lean, that I am slowing the rate of loss right down, because that is when you are at the most risk of losing a whole heap of muscle mass, which is the last thing we want, especially if we want to bring our best to stage. I'll be doing 12,000 steps a day on average. Some days will be higher, some days will be lower, but averaging out sort of around that 12,000. Nothing that ever really is going to be less than 10,000 a day. So some days it might be up around 14, some days it might be up around 10, just depending, but all average out to around about 12 on average per day. No cardio, no cardio planned at this stage. I did my whole prep last time without any cardio. Pretty active. As I said, I'm getting around 12,000 steps per day. A lot of that is standing up as well because I do PT, so I do face-to-face. So I spend a lot of time on my feet, not very sedentary at all. So don't really need too much extra energy expenditure as I am pretty active as it is, and obviously doing 6 training sessions per week. So that's the plan, guys. Hopefully get it down to around sort of that 83, 82 kilo mark, step on stage around 84. I might put my current physique up, okay? So I'll chuck that up there. Maybe do a couple little turns around. This will be my real production that I'm going on. So yeah, hopefully you guys will join me along the journey. I'm still going to keep pumping out my training education videos every Sunday. I love doing those. So I'm going to continue to do those alongside this. But I thought, hey, may as well document this journey that I'm going on over the next 22 weeks. It is a doozy. Prep is a tough one. So yeah, hopefully you guys can join along. See you.